Hello, my YouTube subscribers. How are y'all doing? Happy Joe Biden Day. That's what I heard somebody say, and I'm just taking the lingo and saying it too. I am so very happy that Joe Biden has been elected president. There's a lot of non-voters out there with their opinions. I don't feel like people who haven't put in the groundwork to do what they need to do to make the choices that they wanted to make should have an opinion. Nevertheless, opinions are like assholes. We all have one. So I'm going to allow the non-voters to have their little opinions. I am happy. I'm pleased with the decision that the people made. And I just hope moving forward, we will see more unity in this wicked land, because as we know, the land is very, very wicked. I have something on my heart tonight, and it is for my wonderful, wonderful ladies. This has actually been on my heart for a couple of weeks. The topic of discussion is, should a woman wait on a man who has no ambition? I know that there were a lot of God's daughters in the house tonight. And if you're not in the house tonight, well, when you run across this video, you'll be in the house. So what I'm saying is, there's a lot of us that are at a crossroad with the men that we choose to love. And sometimes the men that we choose to love disappoint us a lot. And let me just say, let me put a little disclaimer out there. I do not make man bashing videos. I make videos from the heart. Topics that I feel like are important in our community, the Black community, and topics that I feel like we need to be able to talk about without getting offended. This is not a man bashing video. However, this is a woman empowerment video. And we need to talk about this, because I believe that there are a lot of us out there that are trying to love the men that we are with, but they lack ambition. And we are very disappointed. We are frustrated, we're disappointed, and we are at our wits' end. So for all of God's daughters out there who are at a crossroad with the men that you love, I am here to hopefully bring some clarity to a hard decision or a hard topic or a hard conversation that you aren't really able to have with the man in your life that lacks ambition. So should a woman wait for a man who lacks ambition? And if you see me looking down a lot, of course, it's because I have a few notes. I was taking notes earlier before I hopped on this video. In my humble opinion, no. I do not think that a woman should wait or continue to wait for a man who has no ambition. As a matter of fact, I don't think that anyone should wait or continue to wait for anybody who lacks ambition. I mean, what is the reason for the wait? We are already in a world that is moving so fast. I mean, this thing is so futuristic. There is almost no time to even wait on our own self-growth. We're in a point in life where we've got to get it together as quickly as we can so that we can go to the next level. So what would be the point of waiting on a significant other to get their life together? I mean, there's no purpose in that. So I have listed 5 reasons why I think that no, as a woman, you shouldn't wait or have to wait on a man who has no ambition, especially if you're out here going to school, working full time, taking care of your children, building a career, doing everything that you have to do. He has to be able to meet you halfway. It is not fair for you to be putting in the work necessary to be a better woman, to be a better mother, to be a better wife, and he's still behind the 8 ball. At some point, he's got to get his stuff in order and in check. So 5 reasons why I think that a woman should not continue waiting on a man who has no ambition. Reason 1, you don't have to. Who said that you have to? Now, I know in the Black community, there's this whole ride or die thing where we're riding for our men. We're witnessing them go to jail 200 and 300 times, or get a job and lose it 2 or 3 more hundred times, or have babies on us, be in a relationship with us, cheat on us all these multiple times and have babies and just be really low class men in our lives. But there's that ride or die aspect that we are expected as women to have in our community that says, once you go through the mud with me, and once you prove to me as a woman that you're loyal through all my bull crap, then I'll put a ring on it. Sister, you don't have to continue waiting on a man that has no ambition. You don't have to play that ride or die role. Don't you know that you have been given one life? As far as we know, we only have one life. I know that there are a lot of people out there that believe in reincarnation and that some of us may be coming back as rich white women. I don't know. But as far as we know, when we leave here, that's it. So you don't have to continue waiting on your man to get his life together. His life is his life. Your life is your life. Now, if you choose to do that, then that is absolutely fine. Because if you're patient enough to stick it out with him for 200 years while he whispers sweet nothings in your ear year after year and y'all growing older and older and he hasn't made any changes, if you're patient enough, sister, then you go ahead and do that. But for women who are at a crossroad asking themselves this question, should I continue to wait? You really don't have to. You have to love a person enough to be able to separate yourself from them when they aren't showing any improvement. Okay? So, reason number 2. There's no purpose in that. Don't you want to live a purposeful life? I mean, aren't you working so hard as a woman to build your life, to make it better for you, your children, for your family? Aren't you trying to build something during this time that we have on earth? So waiting around for someone who doesn't have the same vision as you, there's absolutely no purpose in that. As a matter of fact, it's a stumbling block to your progress and your productivity. You can't continue to drag dead weight along. It's either he's going to meet you halfway, get his stuff together, establish some type of stability, or you have to unfortunately separate from him. Come on, we're all in this thing together, but we must work to get it right on our own, correct? I mean, at least that's what I think so. Reason number 3. Which is really not a reason. It's a question that I feel like you should ask yourself. Why should you? Why should you continue to wait for a man who lacks ambition? We are adults. We don't have any time to waste. If you can get up every morning, sister, with a dream, then so can he. So why should you continue to wait for him to get a job, or wait for him to get his life together, or wait for him to do the things that he's promised you 2 and 3 years prior to where you are now? Why should you have to wait? Haven't you been waiting enough? Come on now, think. Reason number 4. It will only weigh you down. You shouldn't have to wait on a man who lacks ambition because it's only going to weigh you down. Could you imagine you making great strides in life, getting up every morning motivated, getting up every morning seeing your future bright, setting goals for yourself, working on yourself, and you're in a relationship with someone who does none of that? You call him up like, babe, I've got some exciting news. I just got a promotion from work. But he can't even reciprocate that because he hasn't had a job in 6 months. Come on now. It will only weigh you down. There's a verse in the Bible that says, how can 2 walk together unless they agree? Now ask yourself that question. Really, how are you going to walk into the future with your man if you don't even agree on the basic necessities of life? If you're climbing your way out of poverty, if you're climbing your way out of generational curses and he's stagnant, staying right in that mess, never working on himself, never trying to make himself better, how are you 2 going to continue to walk together? It's always going to be an instance where you're kind of dragging him along. And sis, that's just not fair. And lastly, sometimes you need more than love. Ladies, I've been in a few relationships in my life. Now I'm 31 years old. I haven't been in many relationships, but I've been in a few. And sometimes love is not enough. I mean, we love our men, and we'd like to believe that our men love us. But sometimes love is just not enough. A woman needs more than love at the end of the day. A woman needs a man that she can trust, a man that's going to provide, a man that's going to at least try to make something out of himself. A woman doesn't need a man that she has to carry, a man that she has to baby, or a man that she has to take care of. Sometimes love is just not enough. So I've said all of that to hopefully provoke some thoughts in you that you really don't have to wait. You've been waiting enough. Know your worth. Get up every day and do your damn thing. You are needed out here. If you're with him, encourage him. But also, watch to see what he does. If it's been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and he's still promising things to you that he's yet to fulfill, he still isn't being stable on the job, or he still isn't taking care of his responsibilities, and it's just frustrating you, ask yourself these questions. Why should I wait? Is there purpose in that? I don't have to. It will only weigh me down. And sometimes I need more than love. Ask yourself these things. Tell yourself these things and go from there. May the good Lord be with you. And remember, I'm always here for you. So that's it for me. I'll see you later. Bye.